Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. Be taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go. Hey, it's the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Back to boxing. Now, Joseph Parker's man, trainer, David Higgins, has been talking trash about Anthony Joshua, man. He's been So last year, man, they held a press conference in New Zealand to present evidence to cement their claim that Joshua has a glass chin, man, a glass jaw. Now, apparently, Higgins, man, Joseph Parker's trainer, thinks Anthony Joshua's a hype job, bro. They think he's a hype job. They think he's going to be exposed, and they think, they're talking so much trash about AJ. Eddie Hearn's actually warning them that Anthony Joshua might blow, like they might see Anthony Joshua go off on him. You know what I mean? So it's crazy, man. Now I'll link this article in the description. It says Hearn warns that a Fury Joshua may explode at the Parker presser because Joseph Parker's team, man, everyone's been keeping it under hush, but Higgins has been talking about him for a while now. They haven't been making it public, but at least on video. But Higgins has been talking trash about AJ a lot, man. Now I'm reading a couple quotes for you guys, right? I was bantering with David Higgins yesterday. They truly believe they knock Anthony Joshua out. It's not even a question for them. Hearns told Sky Sports News. We feel otherwise. We're going to see a lot of fireworks this press conference. David Higgins has got a lot to say for himself. He's a funny character, and Anthony Joshua doesn't like what Joseph Parker has been saying. This could be the first time we see the switch of Anthony Joshua. I'm excited to see it. So you guys have it right there, man. They said the switch of Anthony Joshua. So will Anthony Joshua pull a David Chisora? Will he slap JP? Will he slap David Higgins? We don't know, man. I never seen Anthony Joshua angry before, but he might get angry because they keep talking about his chin and exposing him and how it's going to be an easy fight. They even talked about him being a hype job in here. So it's going to be so, Joseph Parker's team is very confident, and I think they have a reason to be confident. You know, that they have one thing about Joseph Parker's team is they have solid heavyweight fighters in their team that aren't the best of the best, but they can mimic Anthony Joshua's style somewhat, if not a little bit better, right? Now, the fighter I'm talking about that can mimic Anthony Joshua, at least for a couple rounds in the beginning, is no other than Izzy Ignua, right? Now, he's a phenomenal fighter. He's an athletic fighter. He's a power puncher just like Anthony Joshua, and he's athletic. One thing, the only difference is Anthony Joshua has a lot better chin, right? And probably a little bit better stamina. But Izzy Ignua, when he's 100%, man, he's completely dangerous. I remember watching Dominic Brazil versus Izzy Ignua. Izzy Ignua was destroying Brazil. It wasn't even close, right? And he was doing power body shots to the body, overhead rights. He was doing everything perfect. And then, he couldn't get him out early, and he basically wasted all his stamina. Then he get hit with the big overhand right by Brazil, and he got back up, and after that, Brazil just walked him down and bullied him because he hits hard. He's a big guy, and Izzy Ignua used all his stamina. But I think in the beginning rounds, Izzy Ignua is, I think he does some things better than Anthony Joshua as far as body shots go, as far as his explosion goes. He's more diverse in his attacks. You actually watch the Brazil fight again. He was beating Brazil pretty bad. And it wasn't just like punches to the head. He wasn't headhunting or anything. He was actually just throwing everything, and it looked really paced. It looked pro. It looked really good. So I know there's no doubt about it. Izzy Ignua will be back at the top fighters. It's not like Dominic Brazil has been losing to anyone. Ever since he lost to AJ, he's been beating everyone they put in front of him. So Izzy Ignua can still be a great fighter. He just ran into the wrong guy. I always considered Brazil to be a A-level chin with C-level skills and A-level power. He hits hard. His overhand right is no joke. So, I think mimicking AJ and Camp for at least the first four rounds is easy for Joseph Parker. I know they're training with Izzy Ignua because that's the best fighter that's like Anthony Joshua. Now, Anthony Joshua may do some things better, like his countering skills are probably better than Izzy Ignua's. He's much more technical. But Izzy Ignua has some raw athleticism that Anthony Joshua doesn't have. Anthony Joshua is a big guy, but he doesn't use all of his athleticism in the boxing ring. He's sort of just really, really technical. There's some fighters at heavyweight like who use their athleticism with little muscle they have. Think like an Andy Ruiz. He's not the biggest. He's not buff at all. He's fat actually, but he uses his muscle perfect. He's really quick. The muscle he has, he uses it to a full extent. If Anthony Joshua could use all of his muscle, he'd be frightening. I guarantee he probably only uses like maybe 50% of all of his muscle because he has a lot of muscle. He's muscle bound. You think all that muscle, he could do some extremely athletic stuff. Anthony Joshua, he's really fundamentally sound. But like I said, man, I think Izzy Iguodala's perfect style to mimic Anthony Joshua for the beginning of the fight because he's so athletic. So it'll be really good to see how Higgins apparently they're gonna have definitely walking into this fight with a game plan, and we're gonna see what happens. And Anthony Joshua, man, he's gonna blow off. Eddie Hearn says he's gonna blow off. So we're gonna see how Anthony Joshua reacts. I really want to see Anthony Joshua, a different side of him. He hasn't really got too emotional during press conferences. The most emotional I ever seen him was when he fought Dominic Breazeale, and Breazeale was talking about how he can't get stopped like Charles Martin did, and how he's not gonna be walked through. And then AJ off camera said, "Man, hey man, you better watch what you say. But I'm the champ. You don't talk to me like that. You know what I mean? You're not really about that life. Stop putting on a show. I'm gonna hurt you. You know what I mean? I remember that. But he was still calm, but he was angry. So I really want to see how Anthony Joshua reacts, man. I want to see him. I want to see a different side of him, and we're gonna see how this unfolds, man. So let me know how you guys feel about it. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire, GeoBoxing Empire.